2020, has it not? I say it is a good time to start bringing a little sparkle and a little cheer into our lives. So this is my pick of the show, and this is the one thing in the show that isn't new, but it's very popular. It's been very popular, and we added this new choice, and that's this adorable little elf. I love the small footprint that this is, but a big impact. So this is H219859. You have your choice of Santa, Mrs. Claus, or the elf that you're seeing right there, and each is going to be in their own rocking chair. Now, if you want this elf, the brand new elf, there's only 400. How did that happen? We just started this presentation. You must be loving the elf. The sale price on this is $21, $5.25 on those 4 easy pays, and they more just arrived. So let's talk about these. These are so just stinking adorable.
I know. I love this piece because you've got these darling characters, which of course are iconic for Christmas. We've got Santa, Mrs. Claus, and added the elf this year. But I love that Plow Hearth added this rocking chair, and I'll just put it down here because they really do rock. They're so cute. They really do. So Santa is sitting there in his rocking chair, and he is writing his naughty and nice list. And these really pair back nicely in terms of the look of them with our door corners we just did. But you're getting all, you get your choice of the Santa, the Mrs. Claus, and your elf. And I love them together. We have them designed up here with our fireplace that's coming up a little later. And look at how adorable they are all together. So if you are able to get all 3 of them, you're completing an absolute look right there. But if you're someone that collects Santas and you want to add Mrs. Claus to your collection, or you want to add an elf or a Santa, we have that for you. I just think they're so adorable in that rocking chair. And the figures are made out of resin. The rocking chair itself is made out of metal.
These give me such this vintage, traditional holiday charm. Just like when you close your eyes and you picture the Santa that you've read about in what is that, Night Before Christmas, right? Yeah.
Yes.
It's been a long time since someone's read that to me, apparently. It's just like how you close your eyes and maybe you might imagine him with that sort of, that, I love how his suit looks a little bit worn, like it's seen a season or two, and he's writing his naughty or nice list. And then we have Mrs. Claus with her glasses and her rosy cheeks, and she's knitting.
Yep, she is. She's knitting a scarf because Santa needs to stay warm when he's out in that sleigh delivering gifts.
Yes, he does. Look at all that detail. Look at that. That's incredible.
That's incredible.
Every single strand of yarn, the highs and lows, that's really incredible craftsmanship right there. And
it is. And even her little glasses are made of wire. They're just darling. And I think the elf is so cute. I'm really glad we added that elf because, Santa's got to have a helper. He has to have somebody that's kind of helping to deliver those packages and get them all ready and get them into the sleigh. So it's really fun that we've got the little elf to kind of sit there along with Mr. and Mrs. Claus.
Well, they're a team. Right, Nancy? They can't do it without each other. And that elf, again, he's a little, like a pop of color. This is so great if you are dealing with sort of smaller spaces. Maybe it's a dorm room and you want to send this to your kid or grandkid who might be in college for a little bit of holiday cheer. Maybe you live in a small apartment. Maybe you just can't come home for the holidays and you just want something that feels a little nostalgic and a little warm. Now, these have been really popular. If you want the elf, now we only have 300 remaining, so that's going quickly. And remember, you do have the choice of the elf, of I just realized Mrs. Claus has this cute little pillow behind her. It's very important to have some back support.
Just like me, I can't sit in a chair without a pillow behind me, so I was really thrilled to see that, I had good company in Mrs. Claus.
You and Mrs. Claus can relate. I like it.
That's right. Short legs.
And then we have Mr. Claus, the man of the hour himself, right there. But this is small enough. We're looking at 4 inches by 5 inches, and you can see how it just fits in my hand right there. And that this is sort of something that maybe you tuck away on that bookshelf, that you have something maybe like Harry Slacken candles, which I just bought a ton of yesterday, by the way. Some of his new holiday scents, unbelievable. But just sort of sitting there, just sort of making a small impact, just give them a little rock, and it just has a little bit of movement. It has so much dimension. Now, you can use this indoors or a covered porch, right?
You could put this out on a covered porch, sure, that would be fine. I would think, a lot of places inside are where someone would use this. I love this on a mantle because it does have that narrower profile if you want to put it on the mantle, like you said, a bookshelf. I love all three of them on like a little side table that you might have. Maybe put a bottle brush tree. But here you see our darling little elf. I love that they rock. And this is one of those, if you have little people in your house, they're going to be so drawn to the magic of them sitting in the rocker and being able to rock them. Really darling. And just, again, creating that tradition that Plow Hearth is so good at, helping you to have those items that you remember every single year. And when you go to decorate, you think, oh my gosh, where am I going to put my little Santa and Mrs. Claus and Elf in the rockers this year? Are they going to go on the island in the kitchen? Are they going to go next to the fireplace? You know, it's really fun to always pull out those traditional pieces.
I say, if you can, at least get Mr. and Mrs. Claus together. I feel like you cannot separate them. They're so perfect together. They're so perfect together. A great hostess gift if you are able to go to any sort of holiday parties or anything like that. Small gatherings, socially distanced, of course. Grandma and Grandpa, how sweet would this be for them if you got Mr. and Mrs. Claus rocking together, going through their list, knitting away. And then, of course, that elf, which is brand new and so adorable. By the way, this is the first time that we presented this on 4 Easy Pays. Can you believe that this comes home for $5.25 if you use those Easy Pays? Right?
And it's so nice to have something like this tucked away to give to that neighbor that helped you because they're walking your dog or they're watching your dog when you go on vacation, and you want to get them something special and memorable. You know, we always are giving away a poinsettia plant or, you know, a basket of greens or something, cheese. But how nice to have something that's going to last year after year that they're going to think about.
I agree. I agree. Okay, so you have your choice of Mrs. Claus that you see rocking away right here. We also have this new elf. And then we have Santa himself right there. $21 for your sale price, $5.25 on your 4 Easy Pay. H219859 is your item number. Okay, so we do not have time to